Bom dia.
بنحط واحدة من كل واحد ويدوق وانت ناقش اللي بدك.
انا مش جاهبل.
ناقش يلا.
انا مش جاهبل. Então acho que é o que tem amendoim ou nozes? Acho que é nozes.
Look at it. They just changed the language.
Folhado.
Just as it is. One time they speak Arabic and then they change it like Portuguese and then English and then out of nowhere Spanish. What a multilingual. This is like the real polyglot, I would say. So, it's my last day in Sao Paulo. Actually, I'm going back here before going back to Indonesia. And right now, I'm going to Foz Iguaçu. Now it's like 5:30 a.m. and I'm going to Foz Iguaçu. So this is like the Air Asia in Latin America. Bom dia. So I arrive in Foz de Iguaçu right now. The city is like kind of like, how to say, countryside in some way. Hola. So right now I'm in a hotel. It's in Aguas Centro, Foz Iguaçu. It's a center in the city. And when I'm waiting my friend, you know her. She's famous too. Bom dia. So, for you who's new here, I met Fatima a year ago on my TV. And by coincidence, she speaks a lot of languages too. Amazing. Our video went viral. And since then, we always stay in contact. And on this trip to Brazil, I decided to visit her.
Tudo bem?
Tudo bem? Sony.
Hello.
Hello.
Yasmina.
Como?
Yasmina.
Yasmina, Sony.
Ibrahim.
Sim. Então,
Bora.
aonde?
Vamos tomar café da manhã?
Sim. Vamos lá. Café da manhã.
What's your first impression?
É... Periferia.
Quê?
Periferia. Muito tranquilo. Sim, né?
Você veio aqui primeiro? Pra
Sim. Ah, não, primeiro no São Paulo. E agora tô aqui.
Foz? Legal.
Sim.
Você fala português bem?
Obrigado.
Onde
É,
aprendeu?
mais ou menos, né?
Onde aprendeu?
Internet.
Sério?
Sério?
Nossa.
Mas você fala português do Brasil, então?
Sim, obviamente.
Legal. Obviamente. Tem muitas pessoas que
Que outros
aprendem
idiomas
português
você fala?
Espanhol, italiano, francês.
Políglota.
É, posso falar, conseguir falar, mas tem nível, né? Como cada idioma tem nível.
Mas de parabéns.
Obrigado. Mas ela sim.
Ele vai falar.
Ah, não,
Ainda não viu essa.
Então quantos idiomas?
4.
4.
Tipo,
mas
ele
eu-
consegue aprender muito rápido.
Ah,
Tipo, ele consegue ler em vários idiomas e tal. Entendeu?
Ele entende muitas coisas.
Mas tipo, sei o básico, sabe?
tá. Qual? Inglês?
Inglês,
português?
árabe, português. Não sei se a gente vai daqui ou de lá.
Espanhol.
Inglês, árabe, português e espanhol. Os
Uau.
quatro.
Guarani.
Guarani não, cara, mata. Agora sabe falar Guarani, vem.
Fala Guarani também.
Você fala também Guarani?
Não.
Ah, não, não falo Guarani. Não.
Ah,
Mas ele entende, ele entende.
É, um pouquinho.
um pouquinho.
In Guarani we say Rohaihu.
Rohaihu.
Means bienvenido.
Bem-vindo, sim. E você? Fala?
Eu falo também 4 idiomas.
Nossa!
Espanhol, inglês, árabe e português.
Uau! Ah, você é descendência do árabe também?
Sim.
Qual?
Libanesa.
Libanês. Ah, como eles?
Sim.
Eu e ela éramos amigos de infância.
Ah! E você tá na universidade?
Tô.
O que aprende?
É medicina. No Paraguai tem muitas faculdades de medicina.
Assim?
Muitos estudam lá, muitos do Brasil estudam lá. É muito mais fácil de entrar e, na verdade, não tem... there's no bureaucracy, sabe?
Ah!
Aqui tem muita bureaucracy pra entrar na faculdade.
Assim?
É.
É mais barato?
Lá também.
Assim?
É bastante mais barato. Nós, assim, árabes, a maioria falamos 4 línguas aqui.
Sim, 4 línguas, né?
4 línguas.
Nossa! Tem muitos libaneses também. Descendência?
Tem, bastantes.
Assim? Aqui?
Aqui tem. Mas a gente é 4 mil, eu acho. Máximo, 4 mil.
Jauense.
It's really good.
Really good.
Eu nunca fui.
She's camera phobic.
So this is the coxinha, but I know the picante is like different here, so
He brought his own picante. I love it.
I have my own picante. You should try it. And this is my
That would be good.
this is my favorite.
A little bit.
Just try it.
Look, this.
Super famosito.
Like this.
Bora,
He's filming it. It's really spicy.
Do it.
Agora ele começa a suar.
Acceptable.
It's good, right? Is it spicy for you? No.
Não, eu tenho alergia.
He's just allergic to
Oh really?
spicy.
That's why I said I'm fake herb. No spice for us.
What happened?
Al hospital era chiquitita.
She turned red.
Oh, okay.
Hicimos competencia de picante.
Ajá.
Y yo, yo puedo. Y dormí en el hospital.
Okay. So this is like one of the best in Brazil.
Arriscamos dizer que no Brasil.
Okay.
No final tem requeijão.
It's different.
Cara, é bom.
Wow. Ahora sí. Wow. Esto sí. Muy rico.
Yo comí muchas coxinhas en todo el Brasil. O sea, no todo el Brasil, São Paulo, ¿verdad? La cabra es São Paulo. Todos esos lugares me fui. Boludo, esta es la mejor.
The Muslim name here. Do you use a lot of Muhammad?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same.
Muslims normally when they go like outside, you know, they go like expats. They normally retain the Muslim names. So instead of like putting, because Muhammad in Portuguese is Mahomet, we don't put it Mahomet.
Mahomet.
Yeah, we don't put it Mahomet or Mahoma in Spanish. We put it Muhammad
Yeah.
or Mohammed.
Yeah. Like keep it original.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But you guys got discriminated here being Muslims?
No, I mean we
Shido.
can handle it.
Sometimes yes.
We can handle it. You know, they say like, oh, shitty Arabs like that. And we yell it back. You know.
Oh really? By whom?
Actually, in
Sometimes
Paraguay.
you can hear people telling you go back to your country.
We're like we're from here.
Yeah,
We're born
come
here.
back to your country. Yeah.
Oh really? Until now.
Yeah, sometimes like it depends on how racist people are.
You know.
When was the last time you got racist? Few months.
I don't know. Because I work with marketing, sometimes I get people telling me that my accent isn't purely Paraguayan, you know?
I mean,
No,
I don't
in
know if
marketing,
an
that's an
offense
exception.
Pero te
or
hacen
not.
sentir, te hacen
but that's an
sentir.
exception.
But
Like
they
just
tell you like you're not from here, your accent isn't as it should be, you know? It's not like Paraguayan. Sometimes that bothers me because I was born in here, I was raised in here, so I don't know. I think la apariencia engaña y la gente quiere usar eso.
so I think everyone might receive it, but like feeling systematically racism, there is a little bit, but it's not as tough, you know. Here in Paraguay, in Brazil not as much, but in Paraguay yes, money prevails, you know.
Yes.
So if you have money independently of your nationality, you can do whatever you want. It's almost like that.
Talking about money again, what I don't like about being a Lebanese, let's say, it's that they always assume that you're rich, like you're
Yeah.
extremely rich, you know, and the prices go really high for us.
So you have to speak. I try when I go like in a market or something like that.
Language.
Yeah, you have to live it, you know.
When we were exchanging money, he was speaking Guarani.
A little bit.
I
tried to speak it in their accent.
It's
Yeah.
Paraguayan second language. It's a native language. Okay. Now only 50% of the population speaks it. It's really hard, like a really hard language.
But people mix it with the Spanish, so
Uh-huh,
it's
so it
like
makes
it's called
understandable.
jopara.
Jopara.
That mixture. It's like it's how you say a Creole, not a
Okay.
Creole actually.
For example.
Like when they want to greet each other. Bateco amigo. Bateco
Ah.
means how are you, amigo. You
Amigo.
know.
Ah.
Bateco amigo. Jahal super. Let's go to the supermarket. Something like that. It's really like I'm not saying it really right, but it's kind of like that. You know. They mix the two languages.
But sadly, the language it's
It's fading away.
it's fading. Yes. Although they are teaching it in schools, but it's really hard if you don't use it daily. You know, if you
Yeah,
don't
sure.
practice it, so it's fading away.
Fading away.
because all opportunities of work are in Spanish. All
No one
education is in
asks.
Spanish.
It's not an obligation to talk it, to speak it.
Yeah. So let's say like in your age, how many percent like speak Guarani?
All of them
30%.
understand it, but most of them use Spanish.
Yeah, but I would say at 30%.
They
of
use
the
it in their home.
population.
In their home.
Você não acha que é tipo uma coisa de status?
Yeah.
Obviamente.
As she's saying too.
In villages-
Podemos falar
desculpa.
espanhol. A gente está falando em espanhol,
Do
não sei o quê.
nada.
Mas normalmente la gente asocia, y eso vino de un legado no colonial, sino de la dictadura, que en la dictadura se creía que el guaraní era una lengua inferior, en la dictadura. Sorry, أنا أقاطعك, ها؟
أنا محمد.
Okay.
Sí, entiendo, perfecto.
En la dictadura, Paraguay pasó por una dictadura de casi 30 años. Se llamaba Stroessner la dictadura. Pues en la dictadura se creía, o el sistema hacía ver como que el guaraní era una lengua inferior. Entonces el que hablaba guaraní era un guaranga. Así se le llamaba guaranga, es despectivo decir eso. Entonces la gente empezó a tratar de no hablar guaraní. Hasta se prohibía en muchas ocasiones en los colegios.
Porque desde antes ya como se trataba como algo inferior.
Eso, en la época de la dictadura empezó eso. Entonces hoy como que quedó un poco ese legado más o menos.
Like in the meme, it's kind of like it's fading away. Like no one knows Paraguay.
That's true.
We're
How
like-
do you feel?
Yeah.
I feel horrible because whenever
She-
I
Especially she.
I'm an international person, you know. I love making friends from all around the world. So
Uh-huh.
whenever someone asks me from where I am, I have to say, do you know Uruguay or do you know Brazil?
Paraguay, Brazil,
Yes,
uh-huh.
I live in a country next to it, you know.
Yeah.
I always have to say that I'm
Yeah.
from Brazil, but there is a bridge that I cross every day to get to my house since I live in Paraguay and not in Brazil.
People know more San Marino than Paraguay. And that's offensive to me.
We have the second. It's annoying that they don't know about Paraguay. It's a beautiful country with rich history and culture, nature. So yeah, I hope people get to know it more.
لا نحن شفنا نحن شفنا قديش لا مش هيدا فيش منا فيش منا فيش اكبر بين por favor
Acho que
بعدين هو من اندونيسيا
Hola. Você é o tio deles? Wow.
شكلك على بدهم ياخذوا منا لنا نفوت؟ لا ما بعرف
So this is like the center history of the Muslim. It's really big, the mosque, and it's beautiful. Wow. Assalamualaikum.
It's like a small souvenir store of the mosque, and it has a small coffee shop.
So there's still like a lot of people like go mosque here. I mean, pray here.
Yes,
A lot of
they're
people.
gonna come in a bit because it's about time to pray
Uh-huh.
already. So they come here and they pray. Usually they come more in at Fridays.
And yeah, the Fridays. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it in Portuguese? Because in Indonesia it's like Jumatan. Because it's Friday, so they call it
Jum'ah.
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 Jum'ah
Jum'ah is it's in Arabic, it means
Oh,
Friday.
really?
Yes. But here we don't actually have a name for it. We don't usually have a specific name in Brazilian for it.
But in Indonesia it's like for men, only for men. Here? What about here?
It's the same. It's only for men. But there are some mosques where they are divided. You have like the upstairs for women and the downstairs for men.
And how many mosques is here in Pos?
So you have like two.
Two?
Yeah, this one and another one.
Wow, it's really big. Look at it. Não posso. Why does Fatima knows everyone here? She works here or what?
No, I think it's because she works with the dresses and stuff.
That's
She's really known here in the zone.
because like she makes dress for the Muslims woman,
Yeah, exactly.
and then a lot of Muslims women
Yeah.
like order from her.
Plus, as I said, we're a small organization community, so everyone knows everyone here. You know, we're all friends. We all grew up together.
Sure.
Yeah, she's a
She's
VIP, famous.
Like say the Muslims community, how big is it? 1,000, 2,000?
I would say more.
Is it
More.
10,000?
Let's say a 5,000, 70,000.
Only in Foz.
Yeah, like it's a
In
big community.
Ciudad de Leche is different.
Yes, but it's as big as here. There's a lot of
But at your work, do you find like a lot of Muslims too in your job?
Yeah, the owners are Lebanese. They're Muslims. So there's my boss,
Okay.
and there's my coworker who is Muslim too. But then they're all Paraguayans, Brazilians.
And let's say like the influencers that you work with, like most of them are?
Are from here, are locals. Paraguayans.
Muslims?
No, not Muslims. They're all locals.
Vem provar doce árabe, depois a gente vai embora.
Famosa.
Da onde?
Conoces todo el mundo
Não,
aquí.
aqui todo mundo é primo.
¿Cómo?
Sin darte cuenta, ahí es la casa de mi tía, la hermana de mi papá.
¿Cuál?
Ahí.
En el Choco
Sí.
Sense. ¿Eso también,
No,
Fátima?
no, tía.
¿Te llama?
Ah, no, creo que están diciendo para que entre.
Wow. The Arabic neighborhood in Foz Iguaçu in Brazil. Interesting.
It's like a new restaurant.
This is new restaurant.
Everything here is new. It's like
It's
ages that I don't come.
Comida rápida, muy famosa. And
Okay.
we now.
Bom dia. Bom dia. Wow. Folhados. ¿Cuál es el popular?
Look, they eat this a lot. So when you want to give someone, you give them this.
Folhados de crema.
Normally,
Which one is?
that's like with Nutella.
Nutella.
That's like a Brazilian.
The
It's like a
Brazilian.
Brazilian version, you know.
A gente pode escolher pra comer aqui؟ tá bom então. بنحط واحدة من كل واحد هو يدوق وانت ناقش اللي بدك.
أنا مش جاهل.
ناقش اللي
مش جاهل.
¿Cuál te gustaría probar?
Bueno, el mejor cuál,
El
según
mejor.
ustedes.
Ok, tipo, tenés que
Yo soy
probar
el turista
este.
aquí.
Eu acho que o que tem amendoim ou nozes. Acho que é nozes.
Look at it. They just changed the language.
Folhado.
Just added this. One time they speak Arabic and then they changed it like Portuguese and then English and then out of nowhere Spanish.
Diferente. É que todos são folhados,
What a multilingual. This is like the real polyglot, I would say.
Bike do we have? Let's wait.
Estoy disfrutando esto. Es nuevo. Es un show. ¿Y cómo es el vibe de Ramadán aquí?
Como te dije, acá no se siente mucho, tipo nosotros en Ciudad del Este. Nosotros lo sentimos.
Pero digamos con los musulmanes acá, o sea, hacen Ramadán, o sea, hacen eso, fasting,
Yeah,
todo.
todos.
¿En serio?
Sí. O sea, no
Wow.
todos, depende de ya de la gente.
Most people. There's a lot of secularized Muslims, you know? The
Yeah.
ones that are like Muslims just
Fake
Friday in the
Muslims,
mosque.
yeah.
Es que en Indonesia, sí, es como...
It's an obligation.
Depende, o sea, depende de la gente. Hay gente que, hay musulmanes, tengo amigos musulmanes en la en la universidad, un fasting, así como en un mes lo hacen como 3 veces.
In Indonesia?
Sí, hay gente que es así.
No,
Y
aquí
le-
se respeta los 30 días, nada
Eso.
más. No puedes ayunar si es que estás tomando medicaciones, pero aquí sí se respeta.
Y también como en Indonesia, también cuando el momento de Ramadán, o sea, el momento de fasting, la policía como cierran los restaurantes.
No cierran.
Sí, los
Cierran.
Cierran los
Porque hay
restaurantes.
lugares en
Por respeto.
Indonesia que funciona la Sharia. Así depende de la región, pero creo que la mayoría de Indonesia funciona la Sharia. Sharia.
¿Esto cómo se llama?
Barase.
Barase. Barase.
العقاب من اللي
Es un poquito crujiente.
40 سنه وبلش
Sí.
يتعلم عن
Súper.
y se publicó وبين ان عنده influencia así de neoplatonismo creo que había
Eso sí siempre, no se calla.
pero احنا في ناس ما بيعطونا السيكرت ساوند هن publicly بيقولوا هن اسلام
¿Sabes cuando era chiquitito?
Ajá.
Mi mamá le compró un libro, ¿cómo se llamaba? Atlas.
Ah.
Sí.
O Atlas veio de presente, na verdade.
Ah, no, cierto. Mi mamá le compró 7 libros. Era una colección. Y de regalo le dieron el Atlas. Un Atlas donde...
Atlas it's like you see, it's like an encyclopedia about countries.
Entonces mi hermano cuando desaparecía estaba tipo en el baño con su libro y leyendo esa cosa. Y se memoriza, tipo, vos le preguntas la superficie de tal país, habitantes de tal país, él te va a saber tipo los números.
I did.
Capital
Right now,
de todo, ¿sabes? De everywhere. O sea, era un niño medio rarito, ¿sabes?
No, es impresionante.
Ahora es impresionante, pero antes era un niño rarito.
Yeah, I suffered.
Por los problemas reales que tienen, que la economía estaba muy fea. Que antiguamente estaba en 25 pesos cubanos, $1, no americano.
¿Y ahora?
300 pesos.
300 pesos.
Pues el mercado negro, ¿verdad?
¿Eso en cuántos años? 25 a 300.
Pocos años.
¿En pocos años?
Después de la pandemia,
No.
después de la pandemia todo fue más. Pero el problema de Cuba es que Cuba depende mucho de terceros países, ¿sabes? Cuba
De ayuda,
produce
¿verdad?
poca, no solo de ayuda, sino de comprar también. Porque Cuba produce muy poco, por no decir nada. Produce muy pocas cosas.
Wow. Volviendo a mi raíz. I don't know if you can see or not. That's Paraguay already. Wow. Muy cerca. Wow. It's the Buddhist temple. Entonces esto significa que hay muchos chinos también aquí, muchos budistas.
Hay bastantes.
Ah.
En Ciudad del Este hay un templo nuevo ahora, muy lindo.
Allá es muy lindo el templo. Allá tenés que ir a ver.
In Buddhist, it's also like there's like various Buddhists.
The Theravada.
Yeah, something like that. And there's like the Indian and mine from Taiwan.
Indian is Theravada, right?
You know more than me.
I don't know. I
Vai chover assim.
Calma.
Vai chover. Não, é que assim, em um lugar tá chovendo e outro lugar tá super sólido.
Nem fudendo, cara.
Nem fodendo não, né?
Olha aí, já tá mais escuro, tá vendo? Ó,
Lá.
lá.
Então aí você já sabe que é tipo...
Já
Como
começa.
que é escuro?
Yeah, it's clouds. It's kind of gray.
It's going to be rain like this. I'm not believing her.
Preparado for the first view of
This is the first view, but this is not the falls.
Wow. So 100 reais or equals like $20. Ah, es una de las 7 maravillas en el mundo.
Naturales.
naturales.
Ah, mira.
Preparado for the first view of
This is the first view, but this is not the falls.
Wow.
These are not the main ones.
I didn't expect this. Wow. No, este calor es diferente de mi país.
¿Por qué?
Es como no hay viento. O sea,
hay mucha humedad.
sí, es como literal. O sea, esto es como peor. But the view is amazing. So that boat is going to the waterfall. That's kind of like a death sentence. Me está matando este calor. You know, the heat is kind of like, it's worse than Indonesia, like in Bali or my city. There's no air, you know. There's kind of like heat in the sauna. There's no air. A lot of tree, okay, but there's no air at all.
We have a baby.
Like a lot of them using just tank top. That's a great choice. This is not. I mean, if you want to know a fun fact about Iguazu, in total there are like 275 waterfalls in this place. You can hear the sounds, right? That is it. It's amazing. Wow. And we're going there. There are people there. So the Iguazu waterfalls, it produces 4 millions liter water per second. The closest part of the Iguazu waterfalls. Wow, look at that water.
One, like in the back, or it's the Garganta del Diablo, but you can't see it because of the water.
Yeah.
You know?
Aquí mejor,
Legal.
fresquito. Pero sí, mojado. At least you can breathe right now.
Parece haber cosas que brillan, o sea,
monedas.
parece que sí, son monedas.
Sí, son monedas, ¿no? Oh, so they throw money for the luck, I guess. Wow. And right now, it's really cold. I mean, the wind is really hard. You can hear it. So the weather in Foz Iguazu is really weird. Like, it can be really hot and then just like a split of second, boom, it's really cold. Wow, it's going to rain soon, so we need to hurry. Agora sim, vai chover. Now I trust her.
Dejando agua buena. Thank you.
Mira, de la nada.
This TikToker.
안녕하세요. So the triple frontier, Brazil, Paraguay, Argentina. Isso a ponte até Paraguai, né?
Outra ponte para Paraguai.
Ah, outra
A
ponte?
segunda.
Outra ponte?
É a segunda.
Ah, é novo?
Essa daqui, a outra tá lá. A outra é diferente, não é assim?
Ah,
Não é esse tipo
é
assim.
novo.
É novo.
Uau. Marco das Três Fronteiras. Uau. Sim. Se ve Paraguay.
Lembrando que ainda hoje você conhece o bilhete, portanto, um pouco mais sobre a história das missões turísticas. Na sequência, apresentamos
As you can see, that's Argentina, that's Paraguay. Here I am in the three frontiers, Brazil, Paraguay and Argentina.
de extensão, tem sua nascente no estado de São Paulo.
Antes de apresentação, tu aqui.
Ah, show.
É. Viu assim?
Do quê?
Eu acho que é Guarani.
Ah, do Guarani. Hola. Buenas tardes. Está bien, la gente es amable, me encanta. Ah, se vende.
Aquí se ve.
¿Esto es Arab Town?
Basically todo el mundo son árabes acá.